Stop scrolling. What I'm about to tell you will destroy everything you think you know about wealth. Yesterday, I watched a 20-year-old influencer cry in his brand new Lamborghini Huracan. Real tears streaming down his face in the driver's seat. You want to know why? His credit card just got declined buying $18 worth of groceries at Whole Foods. $350,000 car. $18 in his checking account. 6.2 million followers watching his success story every single day. Completely unaware he's 3 weeks away from losing everything. 3 blocks away. A 31-year-old elementary school teacher named Rebecca just bought her 3rd rental property. Cash, she drives a 2009 Honda Accord with 212,000 miles. Cracked windshield and a bumper sticker that says coexist. 0 social media followers. 0 debt. $4.7 million net worth. Same city, same economy. 1 person drowning in fake wealth. 1 person swimming in real money. Here's the part that will break your brain. Rebecca makes $38,000 a year teaching 2nd grade. The influencer makes $470,000. Yet in 5 years, she'll be financially free while he'll still be 1 missed brand deal away from bankruptcy. I'm about to expose the biggest lie of our generation. The lie that's keeping 96% of high earners completely broke. Lie that's making poor people rich and rich people poor. If you think wealth is about how much you make, you're about to get a reality check that changes everything. Hit follow right now, because what comes next will literally reprogram how your brain thinks about money forever. And I promise you, by the end of this video, you'll never look at a luxury car the same way again. Let me paint you a picture of what's really happening in America right now. Trust me, this is going to hurt. Walk through any major city on a Saturday afternoon. Range Rovers with temp tags everywhere. 25-year-olds wearing $600 Golden Goose sneakers. Ordering $28 cocktails. Filming TikToks in bathroom mirrors of restaurants they can't actually afford. Premium coffee shops packed with people on MacBook Pros, AirPods Pro, and Hermes Apple Watch bands. It's looking like they're building empires while their bank account screams in terror. Everyone's flexing their lifestyle on social media, documenting their success stories, showing off their wins. But here's what's really happening behind those perfectly curated posts. We've created the first generation in history where looking successful is more important than being successful. And it's keeping 92% of Americans permanently broke while they perform wealth instead of building it, according to the Federal Reserve's Survey of Consumer Finances. The median American household has only $5,300 in savings. But here's the insane part that will make your head explode. That same study shows that households earning between $75,000 and $100,000 a year often have less net worth than households earning $45,000 to $55,000. Read that again? People making more money are literally poorer than people making less money. I call it the performance economy. Every decision gets filtered through one question. What will people think? You're not building wealth, you're building an audience for your lifestyle performance. Your BMW lease payment becomes a monthly subscription to other people's validation. Your designer clothes become a uniform for a job you don't even want. But the truly wealthy, they figured out the secret everyone else missed. Pause for a second and think about the wealthiest person you know personally. Someone you actually know. I bet they don't post about money. I bet they drive a normal car. I bet you never would have guessed they were wealthy. Comment below if I'm right. Here's what's going to blow your mind and probably make you a little angry. The real wealth builders aren't the ones showing off on social media. They're invisible. They drive older cars with good safety ratings. They live in modest homes in good school districts. They wear simple clothes that last years, not seasons. And while everyone else is performing success, they're systematically building it in complete silence. The system I'm about to share with you has 3 steps that will fundamentally change your financial future. Step 1 is what I call invisible. Wealth learning to build assets that compound without anyone noticing or caring. Step 2 is mathematical advantage, using numbers and time to create unstoppable momentum that makes your money work harder than you do. Step 3 is maximum freedom. It's reaching the point where money works for you instead of you working for money. But here's the thing that's going to shock. Most people will watch this entire video, love everything I say, and then do absolutely nothing. They'll go back to performing wealth instead of building it.
Oh.
Don't be most people. Let me start with step 1. Invisible wealth. Meet Trevor.
Oh.
A 29-year-old software developer making $93,000 a year. His Instagram looks incredible. He posts pictures from Michelin-starred restaurants, shows off his brand new Tesla Model Y lease, takes weekend trips to Tulum and Napa Valley. His apartment in downtown Austin has floor-to-ceiling windows and costs $3,200 a month. His followers think he's crushing life. Meanwhile, his coworker Madison makes $87,000 doing the exact same. Job. She barely posts anything on social media. When she does, it's just simple photos with her rescue dog, Charlie. Maybe a picture of her weekend farmer's market haul or a hiking trail. She drives a 2015 Toyota Prius with 138,000 miles that she bought used for $14,000 cash. Here's what you can't see behind Trevor's perfectly curated feed. And this is where your mind is about to explode. Trevor's take-home pay after taxes is about $5,800 a month. His Tesla lease is $730. His rent in that Instagram-worthy apartment is $3,200. His restaurant and entertainment budget is $800 because he has to maintain the lifestyle for content. His designer clothes and tech accessories budget is $500. His travel fund for those weekend getaways is $400 a month. After basic expenses like food, utilities, phone, and insurance, Trevor saves maybe $150 a month. Some months, when he has to maintain his image, he actually goes backward. Madison lives in a completely different reality. Her take-home is about $5,400 after taxes. She owns her car outright, so zero car payment. Her rent in a nice but not trendy neighborhood near a dog park is $1,700. She cooks most meals at home, spending about $350 on groceries. Actually enjoys experimenting with new recipes. Her entertainment budget is $100 a month, mostly hiking, free outdoor concerts, and the occasional movie. Her clothing budget is $75. Here's the key that changes everything. Madison saves $2,400. Every month, every single month, without fail. But here's where it gets absolutely beautiful. This is the part that will change how you think about money forever. Madison doesn't just save that money, she invests it. $2,400 a month into boring, unsexy, low-cost index funds. That's $28,800 a year. After 10 years, assuming a 7% average return, which is conservative based on historical market performance, Madison has over $400,000. This is not financial advice, and past performance doesn't guarantee future results. But these numbers are based on historical data. Trevor, meanwhile, has been living paycheck to paycheck for 10 years. His net worth hovering around zero, minus the credit card debt he's accumulated to maintain his lifestyle for the gram. This is invisible wealth. Building assets that compound silently in the background, while everyone else builds appearances that depreciate the moment they post them. If you're still watching, drop a fire emoji in the comments, because what comes next is going to absolutely destroy every excuse you've ever made about not having enough money to invest. But here's what most people don't understand. And this misconception is costing them millions. Invisible wealth isn't about being cheap or depriving yourself or living like a monk. It's about being intentional. It's about understanding that every dollar you spend on performance is a dollar that can't work for you in the background. Compounding. And growing while you sleep, the wealthy understand this principle instinctively. Warren Buffett still lives in the same house. He bought in 1958 for $31,500 in Omaha, Nebraska. Not because he can't afford better, but because that house serves its purpose and the money he didn't spend on a mansion has been working for him for over 60 years. Mark Cuban drove a beat-up car for years after becoming a millionaire. They weren't being cheap. They were being mathematical. Now let me show you step 2. Mathematical advantage. And this is where most people's brains completely break. Here's why your brain is about to hurt in the best possible way. We're not taught to think exponentially. We think linearly. We think if we save more money, we'll have more money. That's linear thinking. Mathematical advantage is exponential thinking. And once you understand this, you'll never think about time and money the same way again. Let me give you an example that will hurt your brain, then make you immediately want to start investing. Take two people, both 25 years old. Let's call them Alex and Jordan. Alex starts investing $500 a month and does this religiously for 10 years, then stops completely and never invests another penny. Jordan procrastinates, makes excuses, waits for the perfect time, finally starts investing $500 a month at age 35. Continuing for 30 years until they retire at 60-5. Alex invests for 10 years, $500 times 12 months times 10 years equals $60,000 total invested. Jordan invests for 30 years. $500 times 12 months times 30 years equals $180,000 total invested. Jordan invested 3 times more money than Alex. 3 times. So Jordan has more money. At retirement, right? Wrong. Dead wrong. And the answer will shock you. If you think Jordan has more money, comment Jordan below. If you think Alex has more, comment Alex. I'm curious to see how many people understand exponential growth. Assuming a 7% average annual return, Alex has approximately $1.2 million at retirement. Jordan has approximately $650,000. Alex invested 1/3 the money but has almost twice the wealth. This is mathematical advantage. Time and compound interest create wealth that seems impossible to our linear brains. Einstein allegedly called compound interest the 8th wonder of the world. He who understands it, earns it. He who doesn't, pays it. But here's the part that really matters, and this is what separates the wealthy from everyone else. Mathematical advantage only works if you start before you feel ready, before you think you have enough money, before you think you understand everything about investing, before the market feels safe, before you have your emergency fund fully funded, before. The people who wait for the perfect moment, the perfect amount of knowledge, the perfect market conditions, they never start. They're still waiting. They'll be waiting forever. Rebecca, the teacher from our opening story, understood this. She started investing $300 a month when she was 22 years old. It's making $38,000 a year teaching elementary school. She felt like she couldn't afford it. She was scared. She didn't know what she was doing. She had student loans. Her car needed repairs. But she started anyway with simple, diversified index funds. 12 years later, that decision has created over $250,000 in wealth. And because of exponential growth, the next 12 years will create even more. By the time she's 50, she'll have enough passive income to never work again if she chooses not to. Meanwhile, our Lamborghini influencer from the beginning is still waiting for the right time to start investing seriously. He's been researching strategies for 3 years, follows 27 different financial influencers. He can explain complex trading strategies and knows about every new cryptocurrency, but his actual investment account has $800 in it. This brings us to the uncomfortable truth about mathematical advantage that no one wants to hear. Knowledge without action is worthless. Action without perfect knowledge is priceless. Every day you wait is costing you thousands of dollars in future wealth. Literally, if you're 25 and you wait 1 year to start investing $500 a month, that delay costs you approximately $46,000 by the time you retire. 1 year of delay, $46,000 gone forever. Now let me show you step 3, maximum freedom. And this is where everything changes forever. This is when you stop trading time for money and start having money work for you. Maximum freedom happens when your investments generate enough passive income to cover your basic living expenses. When you reach this point, work becomes optional. Not impossible, but optional. Let me show you exactly how this works with real numbers, and prepare to have your mind blown. Let's say your basic living expenses are $4,000 a month. That's $48,000 a year. Following the 4% rule, which is a conservative withdrawal rate based on historical data and used By financial planners worldwide, you need $1.2 million invested to generate $48,000 in annual passive income. $1.2 million? Sounds impossible when you're starting out, doesn't it? It sounds like a number for other people, not for you. But remember mathematical advantage. If you invest $1,000 a month starting at age 25, you'll have approximately $1.6 million by age 50, assuming a 7% average return. That's enough to cover $64,000 in annual expenses using the 4% rule. This means at 50 years old, you could choose to never work for money again. Ever. You could pursue passion projects. You could volunteer. You could travel. You could start that business you've always dreamed about without worrying about immediate profitability. You could take care of aging parents. You could spend more time with your children. You could write a book. You could learn to paint. You could do whatever brings you joy. This is maximum freedom. Not just financial independence, but life independence. If this possibility excites you, if it makes you want to start today, comment freedom below, because what I'm about to share next will show you exactly how to make this your reality. But here's what's even more beautiful about this system, and this part will blow your mind. It's anti-fragile. It actually gets stronger. During difficult times, think about what happened during the 2008 financial crisis. The stock market crashed, property values plummeted, millions of people lost their jobs. It was devastating for many families. But what happened to the people who had been building invisible wealth? They got wealthier. They bought assets at discount prices. They purchased real estate when everyone else was selling in panic, invested in stocks when everyone else was running for the exits. The same thing happened during the 2020 pandemic. While many people struggled financially, those with investment portfolios saw massive gains as markets recovered and reached new highs. The S&P 500 gained over 16% in 2020 and over 26% in 2020-1. This isn't about being callous to others' struggles. This is about understanding how wealth transfers work during crises. Money doesn't disappear during recessions. It moves. It transfers from people who are forced to sell assets to people who have the capital to buy assets at discounted prices. When you build visible wealth and use mathematical advantage to reach maximum freedom, you position yourself to benefit from these transfers instead of being victimized by them. You become anti-fragile. During the next recession, and there will be a next recession, you'll be buying while others are selling. During the next market panic, you'll be investing more while others are withdrawing everything. This is how generational wealth is built. This is how you ensure your children and grandchildren never have to worry about money. But this only works if you start building your foundation now, during the good times. The people who try to start investing during a crisis are already too late. The best time to plant a tree was 20 years ago. The second best time is today, not tomorrow, not next week, not next month. Today. Now let me give you the exact blueprint to implement this system. This isn't theory. This is the step-by-step process used by thousands of people to transform their financial lives. And if you follow it exactly, it will work for you too. But here's what's going to happen. 90% of people watching this will nod along. Save this video, and then do absolutely nothing. They'll go back to scrolling, back to spending money on performance, back to the performance economy trap. Don't be 90% of people week 1. Calculate your real numbers and prepare to be shocked. Get your last 3 months of bank statements and credit card statements. Track every single expense. Categorize everything into 3 buckets: needs, wants, and pure performance spending. Most people are shocked to discover they're spending $300 to $800 a month on pure performance, things they buy to look successful rather than become successful. This isn't about judging your choices. This is about awareness. Can't change what you don't measure. Week 2. Set up automatic systems that make wealth building inevitable. Open an investment account with a reputable brokerage like Vanguard, Fidelity, or Schwab. Set up automatic transfers from your checking account to your investment account. Start with whatever amount feels uncomfortable, but not impossible. If $1,000 a month feels impossible, start with 500. If 500 feels impossible, start with 250. If 250 feels impossible, start with 100. The amount matters less than the automation and consistency. Week 3. Choose your investments and keep it simple. For most people starting out, simple is better than complex. Consider low-cost index funds that track the total stock market like VTSAX or VTI. These give you instant diversification across thousands of companies. You're not trying to beat the market, you're trying to match it. And matching the market has created more millionaires than any other strategy in history. Again, this is educational information, not personalized financial advice. Every situation is unique, and you should consider consulting with a certified financial professional. Week 4. Increase your investment rate by redirecting performance spending. Look at your performance spending from week 1. Can you redirect some of that money toward investments? Can you reduce your car payment by switching to a reliable used car? Can you move to a slightly less expensive apartment? Can you cook more meals at home? Every dollar you redirect from performance to investment accelerates your timeline to maximum freedom. Make it a game. Challenge yourself. Month 2 and beyond. Automate and optimize ruthlessly. As your income grows, increase your investment rate proportionally. If you get a raise, invest 50% of the increase before you get used to spending it. If you get a bonus, invest 75%. This is called lifestyle inflation protection, and it's crucial for building lasting wealth. Your future self will thank you. The beautiful thing about this system is that it becomes easier over time, not harder. In the beginning, investing $1,000 a month might feel like a huge sacrifice. But as your portfolio grows and starts generating its own returns, that same $1,000 becomes a smaller and smaller percentage of your total wealth. Eventually, your investments start making more money than your job. Your portfolio might gain $50,000 in a good year while you're adding $12,000 through monthly contributions. That's when you know the system is working. That's when you realize you're going to be okay. Here's what I need you to understand, and this is crucial. This system works for anyone with a steady income, regardless of the amount. It works if you make $40,000 a year. It works if you make $200,000 a year. The timeline changes, but the principles remain the same. The people who struggle with this system aren't struggling because they don't make enough money. They're struggling because they can't resist the performance economy. They can't stop optimizing for other people's opinions instead of their own financial future. But you're different. You're here because you want real wealth, not the appearance of wealth. You want maximum freedom, not maximum likes on social media. Remember, Rebecca, from our opening story. She's now 34, with $4.7 million. She didn't inherit money. She didn't start a viral business. She didn't get lucky with cryptocurrency or meme stocks. She simply understood the difference between looking wealthy and being wealthy. She chose compound interest over compound validation. You can make the same choice, starting today, right now, not tomorrow. This information is for educational purposes only and isn't personalized financial advice. Past performance doesn't guarantee future results. Investing involves risks, including potential loss of principal. Each situation is unique, and you should consider consulting with a certified financial professional before making investment decisions. But here's what I know for certain. 20 years from now, you'll either be grateful you started building real wealth today, or you'll regret that you continued performing wealth instead. The choice is yours. The time is now. Every day you wait is costing you money. Every month you delay is costing you thousands. Every year you postpone is costing you tens of thousands in future wealth. If this opened your eyes to a different way of thinking about money, if this made you realize you've been playing the wrong game, hit that follow button right now. Share this with someone who needs to hear it. Someone trapped in the performance economy. Someone spending money they don't have to impress people they don't like. And let me know in the comments. What's one performance expense you're ready to redirect toward building real wealth? What's the first change you're going to make this week? Because while everyone else is building an audience for their lifestyle performance, you're going to build a portfolio for your maximum freedom. And 20 years from now, when they're still performing and you're financially free, that will make all the difference.